Well, we're happy to have this gentleman back in our kitchen, and you know him from Ace of Cakes and Cake Masters. He's in our kitchen today. He's going to be making a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. Welcome back, Chef Duff Goldman, to our kitchen. Pretty good. You mentioned in the open that this is the most famous cake that you have, the one that most people like.
People, it's crazy. Like everybody, they'll get a wedding cake. You know, like wedding cake's usually like 4 or 5 different cakes stacked up, and we always do different flavors. Invariably, one of them would be a carrot cake. People love this.
I have to tell you, the first time my mom gave me, I thought she gave me a carrot cake, I thought she was punishing me. I'm like, why would you put carrots in this? What's next, celery?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it blew me away.
My dad says it's vegetables, so carrot cake is the only cake that it's just vegetables, so why not?
Well, you know what? We have some carrot cake for all of you guys right now to try. I just wanted to go over some of the, you've made some pretty incredible cakes on your show, Cake Masters. So we want to take a look at a few of them right now.
Sure.
We tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, so
What
this
is
cake
this?
here, that is for a game called Skylanders. It's a video game. Now the cake was you plugged in the video game console to the cake, and then the cake to the TV, and depending on which character was over the video game console, that character would show up on the screen. And then as the kids were playing the game, we cut up those cakes and ate them.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Which cake was left standing?
Well, I think the guy in the middle, because he was like, I'm really short, so I couldn't get my arms to get there. But they, so the guy made out of fire, he actually barfed pudding.
Oh.
Right, so it's like, bleh, and all the pudding would come out. It was butterscotch pudding, it was delicious.
Yummy.
And then the guy in the middle had like these glowing like balls of evil. You know, because he was like the bad guy.
Do you think you can come back one time and show us how you actually do this kind of thing? Well, pre-tape stuff we'll do, and just show us how you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it takes like a week.
Okay, well, we have a bedroom over there.
Okay, totally.
You can stay here.
Okay, now this one, that's Gravedigger, the monster truck. You know?
Yeah, we had the real one here.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mark ate it.
The cake one, so you see how it's sitting in those boxes? We filled it up with 60 gallons of chocolate ganache. And then it had a big motor on the back, and we turned it on, and all the chocolate shot out the back, and I was covered in chocolate. Like covered. Yeah.
What a way to go.
That's where we were cutting it up and eating it.
That's fantastic. How is it, you guys?
Yeah, is it good?
So
I would say it's really good, but
really
Gina's
moist.
got you beat on the Christmas cookies. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're going to have a throwdown. We're going to have a throwdown between the chef and Gina.
I like it. You want to make some cake?
Let's make some cake.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
Taste the cake.
All right, so in the bowl here, I have eggs, I have oil, and I have sugar. This is salt, flour, and baking soda, baking powder. Now here's the thing, when you're making a cake like this, because you have a leavening agent like baking soda reacts with vinegar, right? You know that, you pour the vinegar and it explodes. Well, you don't want to make the batter ahead of time.
Because?
Because the second you add this, it starts reacting, and that makes the cake rise. So if you make the cake batter and then you let it sit there for 20 minutes, half hour, it's going to rise, and then it falls, and you put it in the oven, and then you get like a
flat rubbery cake.
Yeah, totally.
We don't want that.
Nobody
We
wants
want a
that.
light and floofy.
Totally.
Like this.
By the way, I'm so down with what you said, keeping all the nuts and the raisins and everything out of it. I like my cake like this.
This is pure.
Yeah.
You know, and now we garnish it with nuts, but that's like, you can take those off if you want.
Yeah.
But if they're in the cake, There's no getting around it.
I like the consistency of it. I usually do put the nuts and raisins in it, but this is the first time I've had it without it. It's really nice.
Very moist.
I like it. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients with our wet.
Yeah, here's some cinnamon. Now, with cloves, always just a tiny pinch. Cloves and nutmeg are really strong, much stronger than cinnamon. That's why whenever you see a recipe, it'll say like a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of this, a pinch of that, because these spices are really strong. So a little bit of that in there.
And
gotta have carrots, right?
But you have
How
about
does
2
a
cups
spice
in there?
that little that you put in actually go throughout the entire cake?
Okay.
Just a little bit.
So the spices, they have alkaloids in them, and that's where the actual flavor is, and it's actually an oil. Right, and so the fat in here, all that flavor kind of goes out. So as it's mixing, all the flavor kind of gets in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about the speed of your mixer here? You do it slow on purpose?
You do.
Why?
Okay, because flour has protein in it. You know, everybody's gluten-free now, gluten-free. So gluten is the protein in flour. When you get a cake and it's kind of chewy, a little bready, it's because they overmixed. And when you overmix, it strengthens all that protein, and that's why you get something really chewy. For a bagel, that's awesome, right? But not for a cake.
Right.
What's the best cake to put a file in? Like if you're trying to get
A pound cake.
Pound cake, okay.
Yeah, you were
Good.
pound cake. Do you know why they call it pound cake?
Why?
Pound of butter, pound of sugar, pound of flour, pound of eggs.
Wow.
And a
Right.
pound on your.
Wow, that's like
Okay, so this is going in the oven. Now this is magic. Watch.
It went in there, then came out over here. Wait,
It was magic.
that is magic.
Oh,
Look at that.
they have magic everywhere.
Okay, and this is everybody's favorite. This
Yes.
is
Oh,
I eat all
cream
the
cheese frosting.
What do you have in there, Chef?
Okay, so this one has a little bit of lemon zest, cream cheese, powdered sugar.
That's it?
That's it. I think that's it.
Let me ask you, when you
Yeah.
put the frosting on it, should it be at room temperature?
You want this frosting to be at room temperature. You want it to be nice and warm. Now it's cream cheese. It's not going to go bad. You know, a lot of times people get freaked out like, oh,
Yeah.
it's dairy. It's fine. Room temperature. You're totally good.
Well, do you have to store your cake in the refrigerator then if you keep it overnight?
If you're keeping it overnight, I think you're pretty safe. I would actually leave it room temperature. Because here's the thing, cake batter or cake itself is like Wonder Bread, right? You ever put Wonder Bread in the fridge?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No,
because
I
it
never
goes
have.
stale in like half an hour, right?
Oh, it
Yeah,
does?
it gets really gross. Cake is the same way. You either want it frozen or you want it room temp. You don't want it in the fridge. Wow. There's a whole scientific explanation, but I don't think you guys want me to go into it because it's kind of boring.
No, it's all
Can we
right.
go back to the one thing? How did you get all that chocolate off of you, by the way?
Yeah.
Did people just come up and like, and
Yeah, well, no, they had showers at the.
Oh,
at
okay.
the
Wow.
You know where the it was in Anaheim. It was like the big stadium.
we
And
talk
so,
about
yeah.
exfoliation. I'm sure Kim Douglas
I
would have
know.
said that's a new beauty tip.
It is.
You know?
Cocoa is very good for your skin.
You know, I was at
No
the
wonder.
Hershey Hotel.
Stop.
I got a chocolate facial.
Are you
Oh,
serious? Was it?
yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to look into that.
Yeah, it was really something. Really something.
Now, how do you get your nuts on there like that?
I'll show you. Get the frosting on, and then
Guys.
it's really difficult.
Okay. That's it?
Try it.
Yeah.
Oh my God!